Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Design with Reverend Media. Today, we are going to design this book cover that you see on your screen. I'm going to take you through step by step on how I designed this book cover. So, without much time ado, let's get started. So, first of all, the size of this book cover is A3. So you go to file, then new, you go to document type, you select international paper, then the size of the paper should be A3. If your paper is in A4 on the other side, you change it to A3, then you click OK. And the orientation of the book is in landscape. And as you can see, this one is in portrait, so we change it to landscape. You go to image, you go to image rotation, then you select, you click on 90 degrees clockwise. Very good. You see, because the book has front and back, so you divide the document here into two equal parts. So this is how I'll do it. I'll select my rectangle tool. I'll be on the left corner, then I will drag. I'll make sure it is exactly, I'll do it exactly. Very good. Let me change the color to white. So now you can see that you see this bounding box here. You see this one is dividing this rectangular box into two. So I will grab my guideline here. So my guideline will be, I'll put it exactly in the middle. If you can't see the ruler here, you go to image, then you click on ruler, you check on ruler. As you can see, it's gone. So when you check on ruler, it will come. So when you want to bring your guideline, you just click here, then you bring it. Or if you want it from here, you just click and bring it down. Okay, so you don't need this one. So if you don't need it again, you just take it and take it back. Very good. So as you can see, now we've divided our documents into two, so you can now delete this box from there. Very good. So now because with the book cover you have this, it's very voluminous, so you have at least some space here for the book to be okay. So you take another guideline, then you in this place is okay. You bring another one here, then it's okay. Very good. Now you have that space there, so you can remove the model one from there. Very good. Now we have the same space with the front and the back. Okay, so now I use a background image I downloaded from the internet. Where is it? There it is. Yes, this one and this one. You just type city. I think it's Tigen City to come, then you download. So I'll bring it into my Photoshop. I'll bring it here. Very good. Now I have my image here, so I will enlarge it, and where I want this is the front cover I'm doing now. So very good. I want this tower to be in the middle. Very good. So I'll click on OK. I'll delete this part from there. So I'll take my rectangular markers tool, drag it here, then I'll press delete. Oh wow, because this image is a smart object. As you can see, you can see some icon here. It means that the image is in smart update. So you right click and turn it to rasterize layer. You rasterize the layer. Now you can edit it. So I'll now come and cut it. Now it's gone. Very good. So now we have our front cover here. I don't want this background image to distract me, so I'll lock it because I won't move it again. So I'll select it, then I'll click on the padlock here, which will lock it. Now I'm through. So let's move on. So the next thing I did was how I designed the front. So I used rectangular tool. Then I'll change the color to dark blue. Very good. Dark blue. Then I'll increase it a bit here. Very good. Very good. Then from here I will reduce the opacity. Maybe to 65. Okay, so as you can see, we have a big boss and a smaller boss. So I will duplicate this rectangular boss by right clicking on. I'll come to my layer panel here. I'll right click on it, on the rectangle one. Then I'll right click and I'll click on duplicate layer. Click on OK. The image or the rectangle box is duplicate. So we are going to enlarge the down one. Okay, so I'll just very good. Then I'll bring this one down a bit. Then I'll reduce the opacity of the down one small. Very good. Let me see this one too. Let me reduce it small. Okay, now it's good. Very good. So you can select all, then you can increase or decrease it. Very good. I think this one is good. Let me check from the original one. Okay, this one is good. Very good. So now we move on to our text here. So you can see think right, do right. Okay, so let me type my think right. Okay, so think is in caps. So the color of the text is white and it's on white. That's why you can't see it. So let me bring it here. Very good. Then I will change the font to, I think, Telegram. Yes, think Telegram. Okay, so then I'll bring this one down. Very good. I'll then increase it. And position it at where I want it to be. And increase it again. Okay, very good. So left my do right. I'm gonna type my do right. Write it here, and I think the font I used was this one. Yes, okay. You can get the font at thefont.com. Just type the name of the font, it will come. Then you can see there is a rectangle outline around it, so I'll do it here. I'll click on my rectangle tool. I'll draw it. I'll draw around it. Then I will go to fill, no fill. I'll go to stroke. I'll change the color to yellow. Then I'll increase the size of the stroke. Okay, I think this one is good. Then I'll change the color, the thing right to yellow. With my color picker, I can pick the color from here to get the same color. Okay, very good. Then I want to move the do right and the rectangle, the outline rectangle together. So I'll press on shift. I'll select the rectangle one. No, this one. Then I will link it. I'll click there. You can see there are some chains here. So it will link it so that if you move one, they will all move together. Very good. Sorry. So I'll position it at where I want to position it, and I'll increase it a bit. Very good. Let me see the original one. I think it's almost very good. Yes, the next thing I did was you can see a head with a brain. This head with a brain. So I downloaded it from the internet. You just search Google head brain. It will come, then you download. So I'll bring this one into my Photoshop project here. Then very good. So I have to remove the background from here, then remove this white from there, and we left with only the black one. Okay, so I used quick selection tool here. Very good. It's not working. Yes, because the image is an index one. So if you download any image and it's an index one, you just turn it into RGB. You go to image, you go to mode, and you click on RGB for you to work on it. Okay, so then my quick selection tool is selected, so I'll just select. I make sure that everything is selected here. Very good. Then I'll come to the markers tool. I'll right click on the image here, on where I did the selection. I'll click on layer via cut. Yes, to cut. Then I will delete this one from there, this background. Now I have my image here, so I have to remove this white from this one. So I'll go to magic eraser tool. I'll just click on the white, it will go. Another one is here, it will go. Another one is here, it will go. Another one is here. Very good. So now my image is ready. So I will drag it into my project here, as you can see. So very good. As you can see on the original one, the color is, I think it's ash or something like that. So I will change the color with that. So to change the color, you go to effects, under the layer panel, you go to effects, and you go to color overlay. Then from here, you choose any color that you want. You click on here. If you want white, you choose on white to come. If you want ash, just like this one. and you select it, click OK, it will come. Wow. So you position it where you want to position it, and you can see there are some text inside this head around the neck. So let me type it fast. So as a type it fast here. As a man thinker. So let's see. Very good. Okay, now position it here. Very good. Then I use this font thing. This font is okay. Yeah, let me click on OK here. Then the font I use 39. The name of the font is 39. So let me stretch it a bit. Very good. Then I'll change the color to white. That's it. Very good. Now it levels. Let me bring all this one down a bit. Okay, I selected all. Very good. Then I'll bring this one down a bit. I'll stretch it down a bit. Okay, so it levels my name here, and my name is Ochregoku, the author of the book. Yes. Then the font was Arial. I use Arial. Yes. So I'll bring it down here. Very good. And I'll change the color to, with my color picker, you can select yellow, or you can select yellow, any color that you want. Make sure the color is visible. Very good. Let me position it here. And then it's lyrics forwarded by Maxwell Roma, my brother. He's an evangelist. So I will duplicate this one by pressing on Alt, then we'll drag and I'll place it here. You can also go to the layer panel. You actually can duplicate in the same thing. So I'll edit it, forwarded by evangelist Maxwell Amura. Click on OK. Then I'll change the color to white. Let me see the color of the original one. Okay, yes. Right, okay. So let me bring it here. Yes. So that it will be visible and you will have to see more. Very good. So now we finish with this one. We are going to the back one. The back one, I also downloaded an image. This is an image. You can type colorful design image background to come on Google. So I'll bring it into my project here. I'll place it as where I want to place it. Then I'll increase it. Very good. I'll make sure this one is under this one, so I'll bring it down to my first image here. Very good. Sorry. So that's it. So let me first of all do the middle one here first before we go to this one. So I can also lock the background here so that it won't distract me. So I'll select the background, then I'll lock it. So as you can see on the original one, we have some red and some text here. Okay, so let me close this one. So we are going to take the rectangle to, then you drag, select, and you drag. Very good. You change the color to red. Okay, because it's not visible because it is under this image, so you select and bring it up. Very good. Now it has come. Then I reduce the opacity, so I think this one is okay. Then it's the same text that will be here, so I just duplicate it by pressing on Alt, then dragging. Press on Alt and drag. Then I'll edit it. I'll bring this one back here. Then I will reduce the size, and I'll also rotate it. So as you can see here, when I push my mouse back a bit, you can see that my mouse cursor has changed to some curve. So you just press Shift, then you rotate. It will rotate in 7.5 degrees. So very good. So then you reduce it. You bring it here. You see this one is under this reddish, so you have to bring the thing right here. You bring it on top of it. Now it has come. Very good. So I'll bring it here down a bit. You can also increase it. Very good. Now let's leave with this one, because I linked them together. I linked the view right and the rectangle, the outline rectangle together. So when I duplicate it, it will duplicate together. So I'll press on Alt, then I'll duplicate it. Very good. Then I'll bring this one to the top. Then I'll rotate it as I did to the think right. So you have to press on Alt Shift, so that to give you a perfect this 90 degrees. Very good. Then you bring it here. You reduce the size. Reduce the size. Very good. Then elevate my name here. I'll also duplicate it by pressing on Alt. Then I'll drag. I'll bring it to the top. I'll rotate it as I did to the other ones by pressing on Shift. Get the perfect rotation. Very good. And I'll bring it here. I'll change the color to white. Very good. We are almost done. So it's left with my biography here, and then we are good to go. So you can see some rectangle to box here. So we are going to do that. So I'll just take my rectangle I'll click and drag and box here. Then I think the color is black, so I'll change the color. You can change the color from here. You can change the color from property. If you can't see your property here, you go to Windows, you click on properties, or you check on properties, so it will come. So I'll change it to height. Very good. I will take another rectangle. This time I'll make it smaller. increase it a bit. Very good. Then I'll change the color to white here. I'll bring it very near to the bigger one. Then I'll duplicate it by pressing on Alt, then dragging. I'll drag it here. Very good. Now my box are ready, so I can also select all, then lock it so that it won't interact or it won't distract me. So let me this circle here. So I pick the rounded rectangular circle here. I press on Shift to get a perfect circle. No, it's wrong. No, a lipstick to here. Very good. So my lipstick tool is here. I'll press on Shift to get a perfect circle here. Very good. I have my circle here. Let me change the color to something like this one so that I can see. Then I will duplicate this circle here. Duplicate. So I'll come to the down one. Then I will increase it. Very good. I'll increase it. Increase it. Very good. So let me change the color of this one to white. In the color, the bigger one to white. Then I'll change the stroke to red. I'll increase the stroke. Then to yes, okay. So then I'll also duplicate this one to duplicate it here. Then I'll still increase it. No, wait. Increase it a bit here. Bring it here down here. I'll pick the middle one, then select. Then I'll reduce the size. I'll reduce the size of. I think this one is okay. Let me increase this one. Okay, very good. So I have my picture here. You can select all of them and align them. You can align them here. Very good. So I have my picture here, which I would like to use. I'll bring it drag into my Photoshop file. Then I'll reduce it a bit. Okay, very good. So I'll make sure I select this one, and that is the top one. Then I'll clip mask. I'll right click on my picture, and I'll clip mask it. You can see it. This is the way we put image into an object. I still increase it. Yes, I think this one is nice. Very good. So let's with my biography. Type biography. The text is white and it's on white, that's why you can't see it. So I'll change the text to blue. I'll bring it here. Very good. Then I'll go to Microsoft Word and generate a random text. You click on, you press equal to and round, then bracket close, but you get a random text. So I'll select and copy, come to my Photoshop, I'll select the text tool, I'll drag, then I paste. So let me reduce the size of 10 to 14 or so. Or let me go and pick my Windows paragraph. So yes, I'll take justifiable or this one. Okay. After you have finished designing everything, you go to file and you save it as JPEG. You go to save as type JPEG and you save it to the desktop or anywhere you want to save it. After saving it as JPEG, you create a new layer, a new document. A3 is good. You rotate the image into landscape. Then you go to Google and search for book mockup.
Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you.
So thank you very much. This is how I designed this cover page. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share for other people to also enjoy. Thank you very much. We shall meet again. Bye.